the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
And yes, welcome to the Consumer Quarterback Show, helping you win in any marketplace. We got a great lineup for you today. We got Thomas King in the house, Florida Firearms Academy. We're going to talk about red flag laws, MS-13 gangs. We got our restaurant partner, Doug Clark, as well, Ours Creole. Also, a special visit from Ray Hall. Ray Hall Appraisal is going to get a real estate market update from him. Talk about housing starts and some of the builder confidence levels as well. And interesting story, too. Retail sales rocketed in January. We're going to talk about retail sales in the United States as well here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. And we always like to feature our real estate listings live on air. And if you'd like to have your property featured on our show, reach out to the hotline, 813-917-1894, consumerqb.com. You can reach out at 813-917-1894. Over 80 categories of consumer advocate content and advice available to you as a listener of our show, viewer of our show. So just reach out to the hotline or go to consumerqb.com. We'll put you in touch with one of our expert contributors on the Consumer Quarterback Show. All right, we got a hot listing here in Tampa Bay. We got a 907 Crenshaw Lake Road. This is a beautiful single-family home on over 3 acres of land, 2,425 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bath. It's a ranch-style farmhouse, 3.16 acres, open floor plan, natural lighting, and you've got a newly remodeled kitchen as well with stainless steel appliances. Beautiful property at 907 Crenshaw Lake Road, Lutz, Florida. That's beautiful, Hillsborough County, right here in Tampa Bay. We also have a commercial listing at 4404 Orient Road in Tampa. 4404 Orient is right down the road from the Hard Rock Casino, over 6,000 square feet, a well-built office building. You got 5 units that are currently leased, so it's a great passive income investment opportunity. 4404 Orient Road in Tampa. You can see all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. That's platinummvpteam.kw.com.
Yeah, I'm raising my glass to those saving our ass overseas.
All right, Thomas King in the house, TK in the house. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you. Excited to be here and excited to tell you about all the cool things we're going to be doing this month and the month coming up and all the good stuff that we have going on.
Yeah, I love it. Florida Firearms Academy, Second Amendment expert Thomas King here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Lots of training, lots of awesome, I always say get on your YouTube or your Facebook page and subscribe and become a friend because, follower, because when you do, you have the opportunity to win stuff.
Win stuff's always good, and you've won stuff. I
stuff.
I haven't put anything up there for a while, but I've been so busy. So we've been trying to get all this stuff done, and you know what? It's all coming down the line. So we have this huge party coming up on March the 11th. So you don't want to miss this one. I'm sure you're going to be there.
Okay.
What we're going to do is we're going to have some celebrities there. We're also going to have, we were going to do the Hunger Games, but we don't want copyright infringement. So we're going to do like an alien invasion party. We're going to have free food. We're going to have games with aliens and stuff like that, but we're going to give away tons of firearms, ammo. We're having a suppressor party, so you get to come out and try a bunch of different suppressors. They will be discounted. We will have some people from some of the vendors, so suppressors will be there giving away stuff. Our attorney will be there. There's going to be all kinds of stuff there. We'll probably have all kinds of vendors there giving away or selling or doing cool stuff at a great discount.
And you're going to have a balloon outside?
We're going to have a big Chinese balloon out there. You could take target practice at it.
There you go.
I did hear they did miss one of those balloons. Is that true? I just heard that on the way over here.
I don't know. I heard, too, they're firing like these very expensive rockets at these things.
Yeah,
so,
like $500,000.
How much are we spending to shoot down a balloon, man?
I have no idea.
Give me a paper clip and a rubber band. We could probably get it down.
What? None of this makes any sense to me, to be honest with you. They could spy from you with satellites. Why are they using a balloon?
Well, they were just testing our sovereignty. They wanted to see what would happen. Would we shoot it down immediately, or would we wait 5 days and then
alpha display?
Yeah,
it's alpha display.
Yeah,
so hey,
alpha.
I can come in your territory.
Right,
and that don't fly with anybody express us. But now that we look like we're very wimpy, they can probably just do a lot more and run right over us.
They'll try.
Yeah. I want to read this quick story on retail sales and get your take on your sales, your retail. But retail sales jumped in January the most in 2 years as consumers kept spending despite persistent inflation and higher interest rates. Commerce Department data, which a lot of times people don't really trust the data coming out of our government anymore, but shows sales soared 3% in January from a month earlier. Economists had expected 1.9% raise. Food services and drinking places saw the highest spike, up 7.2%. The numbers are a sharp downturn from December when the retail sales dropped 1.1%. January's data could add to pressure on the Federal Reserve to keep interest rates higher for longer as it tries to cool down demand and curb inflation.
Yeah, I believe it. I mean, you had everyone locked up there for a long time, not be able to go out and do anything. And then you also had people thinking, oh, there's riots going on. The end of the world's coming. People are going crazy. I better buy stuff for defense, extra food, extra clothing or whatever. Oh, I can't buy a car anymore because there's no more chips. I better go out and get one. So everyone just went out and did everything they possibly could to get what they need for the future. And now...
That's a good point.
Now you have people are saying, oh, you know what? The interest rates, everything's going crazy. I better put a little bit of money back in my pocketbook just in case it gets a little bit crazier down the road. So... we'll see how it plays out. I think no one wants to buy a house when paying a huge 7% interest on that right now, right? But now there's other deals and specials that you can go out and get better deals at right now. You're seeing that right now?
Well, we're seeing record numbers of price reductions right now.
Price reductions on the house, so it kind of pans out in the long run. Because no one wants to pay that extra $100,000 for something that isn't really worth an extra $100,000. Back in the day when the interest rates were down 2-3% or whatever, that was pretty darn awesome for everyone in the economy, retail, everything, all across the board. So now everyone's taking their money, picking and choosing what they should buy. Yeah, at the best price that they can possibly get.
Yeah, they're definitely being savvy, that's for sure. And you know, it's interesting too. Drinking places that mentioned, are up. So yeah, people are drowning their sorrows and wondering what's going on.
That's recession-proof. Drinking alcohol. Yeah. What are they? Alcohol, drugs, marijuana, and prostitute. I think those are the recession-proof, and firearms.
Yeah, liquor stores. That's an investment opportunity. Thomas King, Florida Firearms Academy, here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, owner of Florida Firearms Academy. I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes. And Thomas, I want to jump into a little bit more serious topic. We've got an open southern border. It's been open, and finally now they're at least starting to talk about it, or at least acknowledge it on the left. But when you look at this open border and you keep your ear to the ground, you talk to a lot of former law enforcement folks in the community. We actually have MS-13 gang activity here in Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, all of our surrounding counties.
That's what we're seeing right now. And you're seeing drive-by shootings. You're having a task force put together by law enforcement to go specifically after these people, because it is so hard. There are 3,000 to 6,000 of these gang members here that they can't even give you a number on, that are going after your kids. They're getting them at schools. They're getting them at malls, getting them high, acting like they're their best friend, buying them $200 cool shoes. And now they have controls of these kids. And once these kids find out, oh, you're in a gang? Oh, I don't really want any part of that. And then they say, well, if you try to leave, we're going to kill your parents. And these kids become terrified and do whatever they say. Or if they don't want to use them as breaking into cars, breaking into houses, stealing cars, then they just go ahead and use them as sex trafficking and sell them.
Yeah, initiation too. For your initiation, go rob this person, go shoot this person.
Right.
You see those things happen. So I think now more than ever, you have to really take serious your personal defenses, your concealed carries. Protect yourself, protect your family, especially if you are the head of the household. If we can still say that these days, right?
Right. Well, you do also need to have that talk with your kid. If you do get involved with it, it is very hard for you to get out without someone getting brutally hurt or something going really drastically wrong. So have that talk. Communicate with your kids. If you get involved, let me know. If someone's trying to get you involved, we will get you the help. We will contact the police. We will take these people down, because once they get their meat hooks into you, that's the end of the game.
Yeah, it's tough. Now, the other thing that there's out there is, of course, there was another shooting this past week, and I wanted to get your comments on that, because Biden immediately comes out and says, "Oh, we've got to, eliminate these guns that have 40." Why? Can you tell me why we need to have 40 to 50, bullets,
magazines,
magazines.
Right.
But it wasn't even that. It was a regular handgun.
It was a pistol.
Yeah, pistol.
Yeah, so there's mass shootings. It's a great time. You can't let this go to waste. To come out and tell people we got to get rid of assault rifles when they're using a pistol. That's the same exact thing as saying, millions of people are dying on fentanyl. Let's go out and get rid of gas-powered cars.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
No relation.
But people don't really understand that it was a pistol using this and what an AR is using this. Once you take away the AR, which is the platform every American basically uses for all kinds of events, shooting competitions, sports shooting, home defense shooting, we use these ARs because they're very easy platform to use. Once you take that away, you just open the door for every single firearm to now be taken away.
Right, and it's not an assault rifle. AR is an Armalite rifle.
Armalite rifle. AR stands for Armalite. It's what was the first invented one. Yeah. They just want to ban anything that looks scary to them, no matter what. They were talking about banning an AR platform rifle that is a .22 caliber. That's what we have little 5-year-olds shoot.
Here's something also that we just Alex just handed to me. It says, "Wow, new gun control bill requires embedded tracker on all guns, so government can track in real time." He just sent this to me.
Did you see that?
And
no, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. So, you want to see it?
But you know what? No, I get it. I hear stuff like this every day. What else can they do? It's not about gun control. There's not one gun law that would stop that person going into school and shooting it. Name me a law that would have stopped that. Your gun-free zone? That's fantastic. You can't bring a gun in here. No, it's about gun control is about control, about controlling you. If they really wanted to stop kids and shootings at schools, they would do exactly like what they do for any government building. And what is that? They have a security guy, a police officer at the front door. Yep. That's the only way to do it. Is there people shooting up the White House? No way.
Courthouses? Nope. They got a scanning machine right up front.
And it'll never happen because the easy target is the gun-free zone where little kids are just helpless, sitting in a little corral, just taking. You don't even need to aim. That's as sad as that sounds because there's no protection there.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Thomas King here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, longtime friend of the program. He's got a great location as well, right here in Tampa Bay. I'm gonna have him give his address here in a minute, but you got to go visit. He's got great classes. It's an actual academy. He's got gunsmith on hand, great staff that can teach you, some of the different strategies. You got awesome classes and an awesome location there, Thomas.
Thank you. So the big thing we do have coming up in March, the beginning of March, is our home defense class. This is not just a class. This is a progression class. You're going to take this twice a month for about 3 to 4 months, and it is phenomenal. You're going to learn everything that you need to know about home defense shooting. That's move and shoot. How do you move and shoot? Multiple targets, mandatory reloads, malfunction drills, shooting in the dark, taking cover. So scenario situations. If you're at a mall and there's an active shooter there, people are going to be running in front of you. You got to know exactly where you're placing that muzzle. And this is the thing that's crazy. When you see an active shooter in some place, a lot of people think, I'll draw my gun out now and I'm going to hide and I'm going to wait for him to come by, and if I have to eliminate him, I will. You have to know if that is really the bad guy shooting people, because other people may be doing the exact same thing you're doing.
Right. Walking
around, waiting, now I'm going to pull my firearm, now I'm going to eliminate this threat because he's trying to kill other people. You may be shooting someone else that's doing exactly what you're doing, and that's trying to save every other person. So make sure, there's so many things that we go over in this self-defense course. It's home defense. It's up on our calendar at ffatampa.com. You can sign up right there or call us at 813-221-FIRE to RSVP there. That class will book up, and it'll book up every single month because every class is different. We go over a lot of stuff that you're going to need to retain and know to keep you and your family safe and protected.
Yeah, and you got to practice it to have it, that second nature. It's got to be a second nature for you. We'll just take a quick break. When we come back, more with Thomas King here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, Florida Firearms Academy. Save the date, also March 11th. He's got a big event going on over there at his location in Oldsmar area. And we'll be right back, more with Thomas King, Florida Firearms Academy on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Hey, follow us online online. We'd love to connect with you at Brandon Rhymes 1 on Instagram, Twitter, as well as our YouTube channel. Go to the YouTube channel, Brandon Rhymes Realty. Over 2,000 videos there from almost 10 years on air with the Consumer Quarterback Show. We'll be right back, taking a quick break.
Call Brandon today at 813-917-1894.
All right, Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show. A couple of hot listings before we jump back into our interview with Thomas King. We've got a hot listing here in beautiful Tampa Bay. We got some hot listings here. Vacant land as well. I've got vacant land available that you can purchase and build and develop. 9031 122nd Avenue. It's 15.56 acres on I-75 and Fowler Avenue by USF. 9031 122nd Avenue. This is a great builder-developer opportunity just off of the interstate in Tampa Bay. You're close to Mosey, you're close to USF, could be an apartment complex, townhomes, condos. 9031 122nd Avenue in Tampa. One of our hot real estate listings from the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. All right, we got a single family home at 10821 Tier Lane in Pasco County. Open house going on this weekend as well. Over at this property, 1432 square feet, 2 bedrooms, 2 bath, open floor plan, combined living and dining area, screened in back porch, located in a beautiful Timber Oaks community. You can see all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com.
This is God's country.
And a quick shout out to our friends at Discovery Golf Cars. If you're looking for a golf car, they got some really good ones. Discovery Golf Cars, they've got the Easy Go, Star EV, Cushman, and find them online, discoverygolfcars.com, discoverygolfcars.com. Make sure you let them know the real estate quarterback sent you. All right, Thomas King in the house, Florida Firearms Academy. We talk about home defense classes. We talk about the need to have firearms. What are you seeing in terms of supply chain? Are we still challenged with ammunition like we used to be, or how's that?
Not as bad. I mean, you can get it. Some places are still keeping the prices very high because it's not as readily available as it normally is. Sometimes we do get bigger discounts if we buy huge, giant bulks. Like if we buy $100,000 worth, we'll get a little bit off. But that we do try to do so we can pass that savings on to the consumer. But right now, also with the ATF, you want to go over the brace ruling that they changed.
Yeah.
Make sure you have less than 100 days now to comply with that, or 10 years in felony, or become a felon. So make sure you know about that. If you don't, go to our Facebook page. You'll see the video on that, on what you can do, or just give us a call or bring your firearm in to see what we can do to make sure we can help you in that right direction. So that new red flag deal that they got going on, they just found out that all these people were basically being bribed to do the red flag in their state or whatever. So that was our taxpayers' money that I have to give to go ahead and fight to try to shut me down or take a red flag against someone. And that can be so devastating on someone. I already know people that have had the red flag called on them.
What is a red flag, though?
So if I don't like you, I can just say, yeah, he's red flag. He's evil. He's got problems.
He's crazy.
Go in his house, take his guns if he's got them. And so that can lead you into all kinds of legal issues. And it could take a year or even longer for you to even get your stuff back.
Well, you're claiming that the person is mentally ill or something along those
lines,
right?
That you have definite issues and problems, and you're threatening. And if they are, well, then I think the cops would find out that. But once you're going through like social media, his workplace, and talking to them, and you find out, no, the guy is just, this person just doesn't like you at all.
Right.
Well, it could be that he doesn't like you because of your religious beliefs. He doesn't like you because of your political beliefs or whatever, some post he saw on Facebook.
Yep.
So it could be something devastating, and it could take years for you to get back in order again.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm not for red flag laws. That doesn't make sense to me.
Right. Wait, you did say you were on the air on YouTube and all that for 10 years, a decade?
Yeah, almost. And we're doing a cruise, by the way. I didn't.
No, I didn't know that.
We got a cruise coming up. We're just now finalizing everything. Yeah. 10
you
years.
Must be doing something right. That's amazing.
Buddy.
Congratulations to you. That's great.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I would definitely want you to know this. So we do have a few $1 million worth of inventory in our store, so come on by, check us out. We do offer a rental program, so if you don't have a firearm or you're looking to purchase one, you can try 70 different pistols, rifles, and shotguns for $35, and that's for 2 people.
Wow.
So you can all try them and see what you like before you purchase. So that's always a great thing. that you want to make sure, just because I love this pistol, you may hate it. It may be too big for you, too much recoil for you. So it's best to always, just like purchasing a car, you want to drive it before you buy it.
Yeah.
You want to understand it, if you can work it and regulate everything right there. So we do offer memberships at our range. Our range is depending on how long you want it for, 3 months, 6 months, 5 years. It all varies, and we do offer discounts to military veterans, first responders, and the police department. Our police department and locally, any active local law enforcement, you can come in and get a $350 free value for you and your family. That is a membership for you all to come in. You can shoot for free. Come to the range every day if you want and shoot as long as you want. You get discounts on ammo, all kinds of stuff, and classes, transfers. There's all kinds of benefits. Plus, you get to use all our rentals for free of charge.
Yeah, awesome, man. Thanks for doing that for all of our folks serving our country and serving the local communities. That's a big deal. And in yesterday's show, I played a clip on military recruiting, how it's down tremendously, 25%, I think it was, for the largest, which is the Army. So the Army was down significantly. And a little known fact, too, I think a lot of times, when you think about patriots, you think about people that love our country, the majority of the servicemen and women come from the South.
I believe it.
It's like 68% or 72%, something like that. The overwhelming majority coming from the South. These people love the country. They support the Second Amendment. And most of them are.
And their family was in probably the military as well.
Exactly.
And they fought in a war.
That's right. 15 seconds back to you. How do you want folks to connect?
I would say, you know what, if you have any questions about firearm related or training or just looking to get into the firearm world or want to do competitions, our Facebook page is Florida Firearms Academy. Go to our webpage at ffatampa.com. We're located on Hillsborough Avenue on the north side, just east of the flea market.
Yep, close to the flea market. Great location. Go and visit Thomas King and his crew. He's got a great staff over there. Florida Firearms Academy. And get your concealed carry. Sign up for his classes on the website, Florida Firearms Academy. Thomas King, always a pleasure. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Brandon.
My pleasure. Our restaurant partner coming up next, Doug Clark, the official restaurant partner, Hours Creole. Awesome food, awesome menu, and awesome people. We're going to talk with him next. Later in the show, Ray Hall Appraisal is coming up. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.